Hello and welcome to this 30-minute power flow. I'm so happy that you're here today. We are just going to be taking it up a notch. So if you have a block, you can go ahead and grab that. We're going to be working on some binds. So if you find that your body is not wanting to bind, then you can just go ahead and not find binds. That's okay too. So we're going to start in a very short meditation. So if you want to go ahead, I like to grab my block and sit on it. You can lay down if you want, but since we're not going to be here too long, I encourage you to just find your seat. So you can go ahead, put a block right underneath your seat, or you can go ahead and sit on your bum, maybe putting a pillow or bolster underneath your seat to maintain that straight spine. So wherever you are, just adopt that posture of stillness. Roll your shoulders down your back. Maybe even place your hands on your heart, just feeling the rise and fall of your chest. As we come into this season of Advent, as we're here this week, we're focusing on God's love. So practicing this real love that He teaches us. So this is a meditation from Sarah Bolden. I'm just going to read the end here for you. So just allow yourself to close your eyes and breathe from your root. Feel yourself connected to the earth. Allow the quiet to pull you into its loving embrace. Let go of any need to be more in this moment. Allow your breathing to be the only thing that you are concerned with. Allow your vastness of your interior world to open in front of you. And walking there fully, take a moment to notice the peaceful rhythm within you and feel how it is filling you with a renewed inspiration. Notice how you're becoming more by taking this time, not less. If only for a moment, notice how much radiance you have gained. You are doing really well respecting the slow bloom of your deepest truth. You are doing well not to rush or criticize the cycle. You are doing really well taking care to nurture your gentle soul, loving all that breathes through the soil of life and watching it all in presence. You are doing really well. Let this be your mantra. Let these be your words to tell yourself when you are in need of rest. You are not wrong to want to return to the earth. You are not wrong to answer the call in your bones, to answer the call of the wilderness that lives inside of you. Remember that while a tree looks like it's asleep under the blankets of heavy snow, that it's in fact incubating some of the most gorgeous light you will ever see. From time to time, be like the tree in winter and allow yourself the gift of complete surrender to the quiet that seeks to love and nourish you. Place your hands on your heart if they're not already there, and just feel your chest rise and fall. Slowly open your eyes now and just enter into this power flow as we start some movement. So go ahead and move your block out of the way. Make your way to your child's pose. Spread your fingers about as wide as you possibly can. And then bring your forehead down and just take a few breaths here as we begin to just really deepen the breath. So as we enter into this flow, see if you can move your breath with your movement. So as you move, you breathe. So moving through our first sun salutation A, make your way to your down dog. Pedal out your knees. Maybe crack your toes. Do whatever you need to here. Just kind of find that organic movement. Walk your palms a little bit closer towards the top of your mat. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more here, big breath in. Let it go and walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Root your feet down into the mat, lift and spread your toes, bend your knees. And taking your first bind here, holding onto your elbows, maybe even rocking side to side. Breathing in and out. Let go of your bind, ground down into your feet. Lift and spread your toes and then root to rise. Reach your palms up high, inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Just being gentle and kind with yourself here. Finding rest, but also taking things up a notch, maybe even challenging yourself a bit today while practicing God's love. Knowing that He knows us better than we know ourselves. Flutter your eyes open and bring your palms high towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, flat back. And then exhale. Maybe press your palms into the mat, bend your knees. And if you've been practicing yoga for a while, maybe just see if you can step back into your plank pose. Come all the way down onto your belly, or maybe practice hovering over your mat. Inhale. And then exhale. Coming into your upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders down your back. Big breath in. And then exhale, move through your table, downward facing dog. We're gonna find 3 more sun salutation A, moving a little bit faster. So really deepening the breath here. As you move, breathe. It's all a practice. You can either walk, step, or hop all the way up. If you want to practice hopping, bring your knees, your feet together, your knees together, bend your knees. And then maybe just practice hopping all the way up. If it takes a few hops, that's okay. Halfway lift, forward fold. Root to rise, reach your palms high, spread those fingers, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So beautiful. Halfway lift. And then slowly make your way through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog, going as fast or as slow as you'd like. Downward facing dog. Taking child's pose whenever you need it. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Finding 2 more here. Finding child's pose whenever you need to. Listening to your body. Jump, step, or hop all the way up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Reach your palms high, finding that flow. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathing in, and then find your flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Really moving the body. Taking that pause. Spreading your fingers out wide, rooting down into that firm foundation. Big breath in. Side out. See if you can let go of anything that you seem to be holding on to here. Finding 1 more sun salutation A. Bring your feet together, jump, step, or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach your palms high, so beautiful. Forward fold. Halfway lift, and then step it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, so beautiful. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more here. And then exhale, jump, step, or hops all the way up. Bring your feet together, halfway lift, and then fold. Bend your knees, so rooting down into your feet, bend your knees, setting yourself up for your chair. Before you rise up, lift and spread your toes. Pull that pit of your belly in as you rise up. So maybe even bring your hands onto your hips, your low back, making sure that low back is straight, it's flat. And then bring your palms up high. Sit just a little bit lower. Inhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Spread your fingers. Sit just a little bit lower here, inhaling. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. And then find your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you make your way to your down dog, reach your right leg high and then step it through in between your hands, coming into that high lunge. Reach your palms up towards the sky. Coming into an eagle arm bind, wrap your right arm underneath your left. If this is too much, you can bring your hands onto your shoulders or press your right fingers into your left palm. Align your elbows with your shoulder blades. Inhaling. And then as you exhale, reach your palms up high. Coming into your warrior one. Blade that left foot down onto the mat. Your right knee is stacked over your ankle. Bring your left hand behind your low back and bring your right arm to wrap around your head. Reach your gaze towards the sky, just kind of holding yourself here in this pose. Deepen the bend in your left knee. Inhale, your right knee rather. Exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, reach those palms back up towards the sky. Warrior one. Hands to prayer center. Warrior two. Arms go out on either side. Flip your right palm, peaceful warrior. You can choose to stay here in your peaceful warrior. Take that left hand here and just wrap it around, holding onto that right thigh. Deepen the bend in your right knee. Breathe into that right side body. You're doing great. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your elbow towards your knee, side angle. Reach your left arm high. So this is the deepest spine we're going to find today. You can stay right here, or you can take that right arm underneath your right thigh. Take that left hand here and bring it towards your right hand. Just kind of holding your hands here. Deepen the bend in your right knee. Reach your gaze towards the sky. Big breath in. And exhale. One more here. And then exhale back to warrior two. Back to peaceful warrior, perhaps with a bind. Big breath in. And then exhale, windmill your hands down. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So beautiful. Really getting into those sticky spaces today. Big breath in. Exhale, side out. One more here. Let it go. Just coming into this sacred space. Maybe taking a down dog or child's pose if you need it. Allowing these words to wash over you. 1 John 3 verse 1 says, "What marvelous love the Father has extended to us." Just look at it. We're called children of God. That's who we really are. But that's also why the world doesn't recognize us or take us seriously, because it has no idea who He is or what He's up to. So just basking in this marvelous love God has for us. Choosing to take a pause here, or finding that flow on the other side. So listening to your body. So you can find the binds, or you don't need to do the binds. You can do some binds and you can do no binds. So just listening to your body in this class here. Reach your left leg high, and then step your left foot in between your hands, coming into that low lunge. So your back heel is pointed towards the back of your mat. Bring your hands on your hips for a second. Stack that knee over your ankle. So really coming into this lunge, reach your palms up high. Bring that left arm underneath your right, coming into that eagle arm bind. Deepen the bend in your left knee. Square your hips towards the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your palms up high. Blade that back foot down. Warrior one. Bring your left arm behind your head, your right arm behind your low back, coming into this little hold here. Maybe even opening up your heart. Peel that elbow towards the back of your mat. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back to your warrior one. Hands to prayer center. Warrior two. Reach your palms out. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Spread your fingers. Flip your left palm, peaceful warrior. Taking that bind if you'd like to. Bringing that right hand to your left knee or your left thigh. Inhale. And then exhale, side angle. Bring your elbow towards your knee. Reach your right hand high. Staying right here, bring that left arm underneath your left thigh and bring that right arm to hold onto your left. Deepen the bend in your left knee, really feeling it in that left thigh. Big breath in. Exhale, back to warrior two. Peaceful warrior, perhaps with a bind. And then windmill your hands all the way down. Step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So beautiful. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Taking child's pose whenever you need it. So really listening, taking rest. This is to challenge yourself, but not to hurt yourself. We're just gonna find a few balancing poses, one more flow on either side, and then we're gonna make it to the floor. So we don't have too much left, since this is just a 30-minute one. But knowing you can find rest here if you need it. So go ahead and walk your feet towards your hands, coming into your balancing poses. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ground down into your feet, root to rise, reach your palms up high. Wrap your right arm underneath your left. Bend your knees and wrap your right leg over your left leg, coming into your eagle pose. Sitting just a little bit lower here, squeezing in tight. Inhale. And then exhale, open out into your airplane. Kick that right foot back behind you. Your left foot's on 12 o'clock. Your palms are right by your side. Spread your fingers. Flex your right foot. Light bend in your left knee. Big breath in. And then exhale, come into your half moon. So grab your block. Bring your left hand towards your block. Bring your right hand towards your hip. Peel your hips towards the side there. Reach your right hand high, coming into your half moon. Breathing here. Maybe adding that bind, coming into your candy cane. See if you can reach your right hand back to that right ankle. Flex your right foot. Breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath here. And then exhale, find your forward fold. So beautiful. So to have more balance, you look down. To challenge yourself a little bit more, you look up towards the sky. So really listening to your body, finding this forward fold. Breathing in, side out. Root to rise, reach your palms high, finding that flow on the opposite side. So bring your left arm underneath your right, coming into eagle arms on the other side. Root down into your feet, wrap your left leg over your right leg. Squeezing in tight here, sitting just a little bit lower. Inhale. Align those elbows with your shoulders. And then exhale, coming into your airplane. Extend that left leg back. Right foot's on 12 o'clock. So if you need to grab blocks, you can go ahead and grab them for your arms. If you want to take this a little bit more, see if you can come into your warrior three, extending your palms out in front of you, maintaining that straight spine. Flex your left foot, big breath in. Exhale, half moon on the right side. So grabbing that block. Before you just kind of go there, see if you can bring that right foot to on 12 o'clock. So naturally, my foot wants to go towards the left, but see if you can keep it straight. Right hand to your block, left hand to your hip. So making sure those hips are square. So even if you just stay right here, that's okay. Even if you're just watching, that's okay too. And even if you fall over, that's okay too. So just kind of finding this practice and being kind and gentle with yourself as you do it. So flex your left foot. Maybe reach your left hand high towards the sky. Maybe bring that left hand towards that left ankle, coming into your candy cane. It helps me, so I don't fall over, to actually look down at the floor. So see if you can really breathe into that shoulder, that left leg. Flex your left foot, breathing in. And then exhale, let it go. Finding that forward fold. So beautiful. Breathing in, sighing out. One more here. And then exhale, reach your palms up high. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your flow. Maybe step it back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So beautiful. Finding one more little flow on either side. If that's too much, go ahead and just hang out in your child's pose. We'll meet you there. Reach your right leg high, step it through, coming into your warrior one. Reach your palms up high. Maybe finding that bind, reach your right arm behind your head, your left behind your back. Inhale. And then exhale, reach your arms up high, warrior one. Hands to prayer center, warrior two. Reach your palms out in front of you. Flip your right palm, peaceful warrior. Finding that bind. Deepen the bend in your right knee. And then simply straighten, setting up for your triangle pose. Arms out on either side. Bump that left foot up just a tad. And then just hinge right over your right leg, coming into your triangle. Breathing in here. Breathing out. This is the only abs we're going to do. We're not going to do any abs on the floor because this is only 30 minutes. So if you are in the mood for some abs, reach your left hand towards the front of your mat. Reach your right arm towards the front of your mat. Spread your fingers, spread your toes here, engage your core, and see if you can peel your heart towards the sky. See if you can add a smile. So make it fun. So even though this isn't like the most comfortable pose ever, we can make it fun. So just spread your fingers, challenging your mind here. One more breath in. And then exhale, reach all the way up. So beautiful. Pivot that right foot towards the front of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Setting up for your wide-legged forward fold. So you can take a bind here, or you can go ahead and just find your regular, normal, wide-legged forward fold. So take your feet out a little wide, or your heels out wide. Your toes are more inward here. Bring your hands on your hips, and then just hinge right over your hips. So you can bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Or if you want to take a bind, go ahead and interlace your palms. And go ahead and feel that deep stretch in your shoulders. Breathing in. Breathing out. So you're feeling it in the legs, in the shoulders, in the back. And see if you can soften your jaw. One more breath here. And then exhale. Bring your hands down. Walk your palms towards the back of your mat, coming into your warrior one. So yogi's choice here. You can go ahead and just find warrior one. You can go ahead and find that little bind. Bring your right arm behind your low back, your left arm behind your head. Just kind of holding yourself here. Deepen the bend in your left knee. Coming back to warrior one. Hands to prayer center, warrior two. Just finding that same little flow. You're doing great. Flip your left palm, peaceful warrior, perhaps with a bind. Breathing into that left side body. Deepen the bend in your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, simply straighten. You're doing great. Reach your palms out on either side of you. Bump your right foot up, coming into your triangle pose. Hinge right over your left leg. Reach your right arm towards the front back of your mat now. Reach your left arm towards the back of your mat. Lift and spread your toes. This is the only abs we're going to do. So see if you can square your hips towards the side wall. Breathing in. So you're holding that beach ball. Maybe adding a smile. You're doing great. We're in this together. Inhale. And then exhale, reach all the way up. Bring your hands to prayer center, finding that wide-legged forward fold. And perhaps if you want to add another bind, interlace your palms the opposite way, so the way that feels weird. And go ahead and just hinge right over your hips. Finding that bind once more. Breathing deep and full. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring your palms down. Walk your palms towards the front of your mat now. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, side out. Downward facing dog. So beautiful. Breathing in. Sighing out. One more here. Noticing how you feel more open. Ready to start your day. Bring your right foot high towards the sky. Bring your knee towards your right wrist, coming into your half pigeon. If you're not a fan of half pigeon, you can go ahead and make your way onto your back, coming into your figure four. Flex your right foot. Check out that back foot. Make sure it's pointed towards the back of your mat there. Rock side to side, making sure your hips are square. And then hinge over your right leg there. Either take your arms out wide or long. And just take a few breaths here, in and out. Finding about 4 or 5 big breaths here. 1 John 3:18-20 says, "My dear children, let's not just talk about love. Let's practice real love. This is the only way we'll know we're living truly, living in God's reality. It's also the way to shut down debilitating self-criticism, even when there's something to it. For God is greater than our worried hearts and knows more about us than we do ourselves." Slowly make your way over to your other side whenever you're ready. No rush to get there. Maybe finding the flow, coming into your down dog, reaching your left leg high. Bring that knee towards your left wrist. Hips are square, left foot is flexed. Maybe even rock side to side, getting into those hips. And then just hinge over your left leg. Finding 4 or 5 big breaths here. Finding 1 more big breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Gently make your way to your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Gently make your way to waterfall, letting your legs hang in the air. Face your palms towards the sky. Letting everything go here. If you want just a little bit more before we find our Shavasana, you can make your way into your shoulder stand. Bring your palms towards your low back. Flex your feet as though you're standing on the ceiling. Walk your elbows a little bit closer together. Make sure you're not looking side to side here. Soften your face and your jaw. You can always make your way to plow pose if you want a deeper stretch in your shoulders or your neck. Bring your feet all the way towards the back of your mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Whenever you're ready, super slowly make your way back to your waterfall pose. Letting everything go. Basking in God's marvelous love. Giving Him over your worried heart. Knowing that He knows you better than you know yourself. Just laying it all down and letting go in this busy season. Just preparing for God's birth. Bring your knees over to one side, coming into your supine twist whenever you're ready. When you're ready, make your way over to the other side, knowing that you can hang out in any pose for as long as you would like to. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze, giving yourself a hug as we prepare for our silent Shavasana. Big breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Take your legs out long. Face your palms towards the sky. Just allowing yourself to fully be here for these next few moments in through the nose. Sigh it out. Shavasana. Begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. Find your feel good morning stretch and then roll over to one side. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe place your hands on your heart. Thanking God for this sacred space, for this time of Advent, for the coming of Christ. And thank yourself for showing up today. Make your way to your seat. Bring your hands on your heart. Close your eyes. Thank you, God, for loving us. Thank you for this season of Advent. May we really slow down and just be with you in this Christmas season. Rather than being busy, hurried, and anxious, just allow us to just lay it all down before you. Remember what this season is all about. Help us to practice the love that you show us, the love that you give us. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope this class blessed you. I hope to see you at my restorative retreat, which is every other month. It'll be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lots of resting and restorativeness and some journaling. So I hope to see you there.